Good boy. You're just as beautiful as ever, aren't you?
Mitch, who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, is worried about his little man.
Good boy. Good boy, Thorby. Thor's a really beautiful cat. He senses if you've had a bad day or you're a bit stressed. He'll hug into you or he'll lay on top of you or just flop on you. Helps me every day. Very important to me. You know, nine-eyes? Noticing that the bladder's not draining properly and the bladder's actually really hard. It's making him do some silly things overnight, like run around, and it's curving his behaviour. He's not sort of acting like a normal cat.
Okay, let's have a look at you. You're all good up front as usual. Beautiful teeth. Lovely. Okay, let's have a feel. Ooh, yeah, that's tense. You're quite right. He's having trouble again. And look, this is the third time in such a short time. It's no use just putting a catheter in and unblocking it. He's been on all the correct foods. You've given him all the right treatments. He has what every male doesn't want to hear. We'll block his ears. His penis is just too small. Honestly, it really is a small penis because he was desexed so very young. It's a syndrome called feline urolithiasis. Basically, little crystals form in the urine, and as the crystals run down the tube going from the bladder to the penis, crystals get trapped, causing it to become inflamed. What I propose is that we knock him out and remove his penis. We're virtually reconstructing that whole area. Big surgery, all being well, a few days in hospital.
The diagnosis comes as a massive shock for Mitch.
My anxiety was through the roof. I don't know what to do without him. He's a great cat.
All right, we're going to do surgery today. I'm not leaving him, he's in too much pain.
Yeah, take care of him.
You'll see him in a few days' time. See you then.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Bye, mate.
There are lots of risks with this. Yeah, the kidneys have been compromised, so even anaesthetic is risky. We've got the worry of infection, we've got the worry of hemorrhage. Good boy.
Righto, let's get this thing off.
In tropical northern Australia, Billy has just finished conducting a survey of crocodile numbers in the irrigation dams on his friend's farm.
Hey mate, you're joking. I'm about to head off and I get a phone call and it's just absolutely mind-blowing what's actually going on. So from the conversation I just had on the phone, it actually sounds like there's a crocodile stuck and this creek's starting to rise with the rainfall and it needs my help urgently. So I'm flying down there in the buggy and there's a million things running through my brain right now. Is it a big salty? Is it a freshie? I don't know. All I know is there's a crocodile stuck. So I come down where this creek is. I'm scanning side to side going over the causeway. And I've just spotted a bit of netting in the water down here. I reckon that's going to be him. And as I come down to the water's edge, I can spot him off to my left. It's in a really dangerous spot, right off this rapid. He's just tangled up in this netting. So I've got to jump into action. I've got to free this crocodile because the water level's coming up. He's going to drown.
There's some backlog of urine coming up there. And you can see the crystals or sediment forming in this bladder.
On Sydney's outskirts, Rob is checking X-ray images of tabby cat Thor, who can't urinate because of a dangerously blocked bladder.
I know this cat really needs some heavy-duty changes to get life better for him. It's only a young cat, and for this to occur so frequently in a young cat, no, it's not fair. We've got to get on top of it.
The ongoing bladder issues are caused by an abnormally small penis that keeps getting clogged.
It's what they call a kitty kebab.
So Rob and his team are about to surgically remove the penis and reconstruct the 6-year-old's urinary tract.
He's a big boy, isn't he? Yeah. Everything's big for him except for one thing. Lucky he's asleep and can't hear this. Thor is a beautiful cat. Honestly, all the girls here love him. I think he's gorgeous. There's something extra special about this cat. Yes, please. Thank you. What I'm doing now is sewing the anus closed because we're operating just below the anus and we don't want him pushing any feces out onto our surgical site. That would be quite disastrous. And we take this out after we finish. Right, it's done. Thor has a really blocked bladder and trying to pee crystals out is very, very painful. So we remove the penis and open it up and it looks not dissimilar to a female cat by the time it all finishes. His penis is somewhere in here, and I mean somewhere. There it is there. It becomes microsurgery when it's so small.
But before removing the penis, Rob must create a new, wider pathway for Thor to urinate.
We'd empty the bladder just before with a catheter.
It's an extremely intricate process, fraught with danger.
Just hold that there for me.
Out of the way.
Yeah, if you can, a little bit. Everything's small in this cat, including the urethra. This takes a lot of concentration because one slip and the whole thing can go foul. You could close it in the wrong way and cause no end of trouble for this poor animal.
Far out, this is a really dangerous spot in here. We've got deep water, there's both species of crocs here, freshies and salties, big ones too.
In Australia's far north Queensland, Billy's been called on to rescue a young crocodile trapped on the banks of a fast-rising creek.
And this water level's coming up, literally while we're here, it's bucketing down rain upstream, it's sunny here, but the river's rising. And this fella is in real danger of drowning. He's literally stuck in what appears to be, I'm not sure if it's a drag net or bird netting, something like that. And as I come down to the water's edge, I can see there's about a 1 metre Australian freshwater crocodile, and he is seriously tangled in this netting. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to try and cut this netting. I want to completely remove it from the creek because if I leave any, same thing's going to happen again. And I'd say what's happened here is fish would have got caught, probably in it upstream somewhere. He would have seen an easy feed, grabbed the fish, got his nose caught, a couple of teeth, panicked, started rolling. You can see how easy my finger, just one finger just got hooked up right then. Who knows where this has come from? It could have come from literally kilometres and kilometres away. He's probably been there for maybe a day or two at least. He's completely exhausted, he's obviously really stressed, and I just need to get him out of there. It's completely tangled around this snag and he's only just got his nose out of the water.
But before he can save the helpless youngster, Billy needs to make sure his own life isn't in danger.
Just really need to make sure there's no big crocs here because I've seen massive salties right here before. Really dangerous. There's a big deep hole right where I need to be. So I grab a stick and I start feeling around because there could literally be a 4 or 5 metre saltwater crocodile hidden in this pool that could just come exploding out of the water and just smash me straight off the bank. So I've got to be super cautious here. Oi, what's that?
We're getting to the scary part for the surgeon now.
In Sydney's outer west, Rob is creating a new pathway for tabby cat Thor to urinate before he removes the 6-year-old's problematic penis.
The tube that's running down there, I have to split it open so I can sew the sides down. Now we've got to be very careful because we don't want to chop the penis off. Yes, we want to amputate it carefully, but careful is the big thing. Heart rate's all right?
Yes, you're very consistent.
Good, thank you. We have to pull the urethra out, the tube going from the bladder to the penis, and open it up carefully. We can't snap it or we're in trouble. We have to open it up and leave a decent opening for that urethra to keep functioning after the penis has been dislocated. Really what we're doing is removing the S-bend of the penis. This way we're going to have a tube that goes straight out, and anything in there will just splash out as well. Of course, the penis, even when it's small like this, is a very vascular structure, so we get a lot of blood getting in our way. Essential for life, but difficult for a surgeon.
Despite many challenges,
Come on. There.
Rob meticulously reshapes and widens Thor's urethra.
That's his opening that we're trying to create. I'm much, much happier.
Finally, it's the moment of truth.
Okay, here we go. That's the penis. It's gone, and the S-bend with it. We're essentially there. Let's have a look at the whole thing. The surgery went marvellous. If it heals the way it's come together post-surgery, I'll be very happy. Now it's heavy nursing. We'll be watching him all the time. He's not going to go home until the catheter's out and I see him urinating without any problems. Now the only worry we have, of course, is if it all constricts as it contracts in healing. Yeah, and Mother Nature has a tendency to scar it all up. Then you're in trouble. We've got a long way to go till I am fully happy with this.
You're all right, Donna.
What's that?
In northern Australia, Billy has been trying to free a young crocodile trapped in a croc-infested creek, when suddenly it looks like he could be in danger.
I look over my shoulder and there's this big dark thing coming in the water towards me, so I'm just, boom, straight out of there. Whew, I thought there was a big croc coming in behind me there. There's just a log. I really got to get back in the water here, but it's such a sketchy spot what's going on here, but I've got to get this fella out of the netting because he's going to drown. This netting is absolutely disastrous for animals. Really bad news for wildlife, this stuff. He's got 72 teeth in those jaws, so he'd just be meshing together. The more he panics, the worse he gets hooked up. So I'm going to try and get all this netting out at once if I can. I don't want to risk losing any down the creek here. I'm starting to feel around with this net and I realise how much net is actually jammed up in under this tree, and this crocodile is seriously stuck. It just sticks to everything.
With the netting entwined around the young crocodile and the creek's water levels rising rapidly, Billy is quickly running out of time.
Try and get this last bit off. This fella is in real danger. Hello, mate. We're going to get you out of here.
Okay, we'll just wait here a sec. I'll go and grab him.
No worries. Thank you, Rob.
In Sydney's West, it's been almost a fortnight since Mitch's beloved cat Thor had surgery to correct difficulties urinating.
Yeah, the last week and a half I've been a bit lost without him. I think his brother's waiting for him because he's been crying and fretting without him. Just want to get him home.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hello, little man. Baba. Daddy's here.
Mitch is over the moon to hear that he's got through the surgery okay.
Hello, mate.
Mitch gets upset and anxious, and we could all use a bit of therapy. Well, Thor the cat gives it to him in buckets.
I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. You've got no idea what this cat does for me.
Well, it's a pleasure and an honour to help you and the cat. He's very happy, he's in good condition, he's eating well, he's urinating well. So I'm very happy with you, young man. Yes, I am. It's looking good. It has to heal the way we want it to. So at the moment, all is well. In you go, big boy. There you go. There you go, you happy?
Yeah, we go home now. It's just good to have him back. Thanks, Rob, I appreciate that.
Pleasure,
Good on you, mate.
All this.
We go home now? It's a big relief because it's been a long 2 weeks, to be honest. Looking forward to getting him home. Here you go. You go home now.
It is your lucky day, mate. We're gonna get you out of here.
In tropical far north Queensland, Billy is racing against time to free a freshwater crocodile trapped in a rapidly rising stream.
I'll be super careful how I grab him here. Once I get him up out of the water, it's a lot safer for him and it's a lot safer for me. But I need to secure him behind the back of the head before I can even think about moving him. A crocodile at 1 metre can still pack in really nasty bites. I've got his head. His jaws are fairly well meshed together. Finally, I get him up onto the bank there and then I can start working on him and start freeing this netting off him. I can't even see where the bottom of this net is. I'm just gonna start cutting, opening up a big hole and see if I can actually get him out. But I've got to try and keep his head restrained down here whilst trying to cut him free from this absolute mess. I've got to be super careful with my knife. I don't want to cut the crocodile. So I'm cutting through the netting. I'm starting to free one leg at a time. Oh. Come on, fella. Just got to try and get him a little bit calmer. He's starting to thrash around a little bit. All of a sudden I've got that netting right in front of his face and then he's just got these razor sharp teeth looking at me. He doesn't realise I'm trying to help him. He just sees me as a threat, a predator. I've got the task now of undoing those jaws. Oh, we're almost there, little fella. Almost there. Woo! Have a go at that, would ya? I don't think this fella realises how lucky he actually is. A few more hours, maybe even less, he would have drowned. The creek's coming up, fast as. He can hold his breath for a few hours, but not long enough if that creek comes right up over here. It is your absolute lucky day, mate. He looks fantastic, and now the final goal for me is to get that fella down to the water and let him go. Now I want to get you away from bird netting, where you can spend the rest of your life in this beautiful creek. I feel really good about what I've done today. I've saved this little fella's life. He can now go back to doing what he's supposed to be doing, grow up to be hopefully a nice, big, healthy male freshwater crocodile and live out the rest of his life where he belongs. Righto, mate. Lovely to meet you. I hope you never have another encounter with bird netting. All right. Good luck out there.
Bobby, Indian.
In Sydney, it's been a month since Mitch brought home his adored tabby cat Thor after surgery to correct a life-threatening urinary tract blockage.
Okay, that's it.
You're the best cat. They said if it's not done, it could be fatal. It can affect their heart. Bobby! So, he's actually 100% the problem fixed. Come on, mate. He can just go to the toilet like normal and not be in pain. Good boy. It's a big relief because you just want your animals healthy. They become part of your family and you worry about them when there's something wrong. Come on. He's recovered and back the way he was before when he had no problems. Scratch the toy, not Mummy's lounge. You know the rules. He's going really well, he's healing. He looks a lot more comfortable now. I think he's very happy and he's actually content now. Good boy.